Welcome to Gamers Platform. Hey guys, and welcome to the inaugural news episode of the news, reviews, and entertainment tagline I've been using for years now. That's right, this is the first episode of Gamers Platform News, or GPN for short. I've consistently told you guys about all the new things I've had in store to come out on the channel, and well, here it is. To kick things off, I figured we'd start out on a positive, semi-positive note and basically talk about things that have been going on in the gaming industry as of late that have been considered, in my opinion, and many others, the right direction. As you can see here, I'm showing footage of Titanfall, which of course isn't new to anyone at this point, but the reason for this footage is, one, to show you my mad skills, and also to kind of reiterate the notion of what a good decision that a company in today's industry can make. In the recent months, many of you, I'm sure, have seen the price of this particular game go down quite dramatically. Although the lack of population on pretty much all fronts can be seen as a major culprit in this result, the recent announcement of Titanfall 2, I personally think, would be a better one. That's right, Titanfall 2 was just recently confirmed by Respawn Entertainment, and to no surprise, it'll most likely be coming out within the next year or so. What was a surprise at the time, however, was the fact that the Season Pass for Titanfall 1, along with the price drop, was being given away for free. Now, to most of you, this is old news. Duh, that's why I said it was a surprise at the time, but I gotta say, this is quite the bold move for a company to make, and it certainly floored me. Now, to some of you, the reason behind this move you may be completely oblivious to, and to others, not so much. But the point is, this isn't something that giant companies do, well, ever. The reason that was stated was because they felt as though when Titanfall 2 came out, no one would even bother spending money on the old game or its DLC. So why not drop the price on the old game and make all the DLC free? I don't know, this sounds an awful lot like common sense. Sounds like to me that they're thinking like gamers and not like businessmen. In short, amazingness has befallen the gaming industry because of Respawn Entertainment's decision to what they feel is necessary for their game and what they feel is necessary to keep us gamers coming back for more. To my surprise, EA has seemingly gone along with this and stamped the A-OK approval on this particular peculiar motion, but I guess that even they realize they have enough money. Moving right along, another thing that had caught my eye on wickedly awesome moves is this new little game that had been released on Steam Early Access called Strife. Some of you know I've just recently released a video on my personal thoughts about it and what my experience playing it was like, and you can go to that video right now just by clicking on this video. But please, once you're done watching that little tidbit, come on back to this one. Why is this new game on Early Access news, you say? Well, as most of you know, my stance on the whole Early Access thing goes as follows. I hate it, and I think it's a bullshit way for people to ask for money for a broken game. Now, the reason I feel this way is because I was once a true blue beta tester for Activision, and I was paid to test the broken game. I didn't pay to test it. So you can imagine I'd be pretty pissed to see a game that I really liked, but found out that it's not finished and I had to pay for it to play it. Not cool. This, of course, would lead me to not really take part in all of this hype about early access, unless the developer did what S2 Games has done and made it free. That's right, Strife is on early access and it's free. I can't possibly be the only one that thinks this is awesome. It's a broken game in one way or another, so I shouldn't have to pay for an unfinished product. Now, maybe that's what the developer was thinking, or maybe they just thought, hey, it's going to be free to play when it comes out, why charge for it? Either way, they thought smart and did the right thing in my opinion. Unlike some developers like Trendy Entertainment, the developers behind the beloved game Dungeon Defenders, who is charging at the time of this recording $24.99 for Dungeon Defenders 2 while it's in early access, but announced that the game will be free to play once it's finished. What? Why would I pay for something that's going to be free later? That's like going to a Chinese restaurant, paying for your food, and realizing you got charged for the fortune cookie along with everything else just because they thought you were stupid. I know, that's a really bad analogy, but that's all I got. The point is, if we keep on feeding into this notion that it's okay to pay for broken things, companies like Trendy and like Bohemia Interactive, Daisy, will continue to take advantage of people and their hard-earned money. Remember when I said this was a semi-positive episode? Well, there's some of the negative. Oh, Konami, Konami, wherefore art thou, Konami? Fucking everything up, that's where. Seriously, guys? Norman Reedus, for Christ's sake. But unfortunately, guys, that is going to bring this very first episode of GPN to a close. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me, and if you haven't already, check the links in the video description for all the things I need you guys to follow on a daily basis in order to stay up to date about what's happening in the gaming industry today, as well as new releases on episodes of Blitzkrieg and Halftime. And of course, by all means, please check out my Extra Life campaign page. I'm trying to raise $200 for the Children's Hospital at Albany Medical Center here in Albany, New York. Any and all donation amounts are greatly appreciated. It would mean a lot to me, and I know it would mean a lot to the kids. Let me know what you thought about this episode of GPN, and especially let me know what you think of these companies taking these actions. Do you think this is the way the industry should go? Is this the future us gamers have been waiting for? Do you think this kind of change is for better or for worse? Leave your comments down below, and of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe. Until then, guys, I'm Adam Wolf, and I'll see you in the next video.